Brasil. Esse é lugar, Brasil. Esse é lugar, Brasil. Este é lugar, Brasil. Sonhando contar. Dancing in the dark. Survival is a struggle in the day. Yeah. I look for your hand in mine, for even a false peace of mind, when we've nothing left to say. Brasil, este é lugar, Brasil. Esse 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 é lugar, Brasil. Este é lugar, Brasil. Sonhando contar. Este lugar Brasil, sonhando contar. Pessoas que bebem clara esta noite, são toda noite terá. Pessoas que bebem claro, que não está fechada, mas acho quando anda pra mais falar. Brasil, este é lugar. Brasil, este é lugar. Brasil, este é lugar. Brasil, sonhando de contar. Brasil, este é lugar. Brasil, este é lugar. Brasil, este é lugar. Brasil, sonhando contar. We have to play one more. ¿Quieres alguien? ¿Quieres alguien? Yo te compro un puño tuyo. ¿Quieres alguien? Yo te compro un puño tuyo. ¿Quieres alguien? Yo te compro un puño tuyo. Boy, boy, ¿quieres alguien? ¿Quieres alguien? Boy, boy, ¿quieres alguien? ¿Quieres alguien? Boy, boy, ¿quieres alguien? ¿Quieres alguien? Boy, boy, ¿quieres alguien? Boy, boy, ¿quieres alguien? 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 Boy, boy, ¿quieres alguien? ¿Quieres alguien? Boy, boy. Thank you.
Everyone. We're good on this mic? Very good. Hi everyone. Welcome to the barbecue. And it did not rain. Hey Steve. Hey Susan. It's great to see everybody. Really thanks for coming. I just want to point out a couple of particular people. Senator Sal DiDomenico, if he's not here, he's planning on coming and making a donation to the youth media program, so thank you to him. State Rep Mike Connolly should be here. You can't hear me. Now can you hear me? Okay. School committee member Fred Fantini. Yeah. City councilors Jan Devereaux, Tim Toomey, Dennis Carlone. Am I missing any city councilors? Deputy City Manager Lisa Peterson, and later Ellen Semenoff, Assistant to the City Manager, will be coming. I also want to say hello to Rich Rossi there, former City Manager. Great to see you. I'm going to be remiss if I do not remind you that the silent auction closes at 7:30. So I expect to see everybody hovering over there and fighting like in Filene's basement, right? I want to thank Clodagh Drummy for pulling this together yet again. and the rest of our staff. I will not name them all, but they're here and they do a great, amazing job. And Jenny Berkowitz for helping as well. I'm going to introduce our chair of the board of directors, Beverly Meyer. Take it from here.
Can you hear me? Okay, I want to thank all the sponsors, first of all. I want to thank Cambridge Savings Bank, Biogen, MIT, Cambridge Trust, and all of the people who are feeding us. Thank you very much. I want to say something on behalf of the board. I want to say thank you to the staff, starting with Susan. This is an amazing organization, and they work day and night. When you go out on the street, when anything is happening, you see them, you see the interns, you see the volunteers. It's an amazing organization, so thank you. I'm really proud to be part of you. Well, I asked Susan today by email how old the youth media program is. 27 years old. Thank you, Jordy, for correcting me. 27 years old. That means Susan and the staff have watched close to a generation and a half of young people learn creatively, how to express their lives and what they've learned by introducing them to the power of the media and how to positively use it. These days, as people migrate away from cable, it's important to remember that CCTV is an important outlet for young Canterbridgians. The youth media program is about more than making videos. It's about teamwork, it's about workforce development, it's about college application support, and most importantly, it's about personal support. This summer, Jordy Brazo and the staff, which consists of youth media program graduates, welcomed 40 students through the mayor's program. Board member Sean Clark, who himself is a graduate of the program, arranged for some of the more experienced youth to use the facilities. Yay! Sean, where's Sean? The thunder started when I mentioned your name. So, excuse me, Sean, okay, arranged for some of the more experienced youth to use the facilities at Emerson College. I know I don't have to tell you what an accomplishment that is and how that experience will look on the students' college applications and resumes. An exclamation point on this summer's program came when the students screened their work to a standing room only crowd at the MIT Museum. And by the way, Jordy was still standing tall and smiling after that screening. 40 kids is a lot. And there are awards. The youth media program has been recognized by the Alliance for Community Media, and a film by CRLS senior Lucy Bent, who I understand is here, has been accepted to the Arlington International Food Festival. International Film Festival, and will screen in October. CCTV's youth media program will welcome a new group this fall, and they will bring the vibrancy of the future with them. I hope you will continue to support them, and don't forget to watch and comment on their videos, which run on CCTV and stream on cctvcambridge.org. It's just a little thing. Okay. I'd like to introduce Wayne Pattenoud from Cambridge Savings Bank.
Our brought to you by sponsor of the Back Lot BBQ and a very wonderful donor to CCTV's youth media program.
Okay, I'll speak really quickly. It's certainly a pleasure to be here. You all leave, and I'm just going to say that we're really proud to be sponsors of a vibrant organization. It's so important to Cambridge and the community that not only that we support this organization, but the businesses and residents of Cambridge, and we're proud to do that. It brings together these programs that they offer, bring together a diverse set of residents as well as businesses, creating programs that are vibrant and impactful. And I'll just say one thing about that youth media program. We sponsor that. We love it. We think it's absolutely the right thing for our teens, and it's very successful, obviously, for the 27 years of being in existence. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
See, it's stopping. If anybody wants to get in from the water, though, you can go inside. Well, this is actually probably a good thing. Everybody should leave before I talk about this, because I'm going to get a little bit political. Okay, I guess it's not stopping. I could keep talking. I'll just keep talking. Do you need... Overclosed. All right, I'm going to keep talking. I swear it's stopping. It's never quite happened quite like this, right in the middle of our program. Oh, we're going to lose it. Wouldn't it be neat if I got hit by lightning right now? I'm just going to stand here. No, you don't have to stand here. So, what I was going to say, politically speaking, is that, I know there are Democrats here, and there are Republicans here, and there are people who are apolitical, and there are communists and anarchists, and there are wet people and dry people. Some people say that those distinctions do not allow for us agreement or to work together. But I'd like to quote from Reverend William Barber from a speech he made in Raleigh, North Carolina in February as part of the weekly civil disobedience action that he started in 2013 called Moral Mondays. He says, "If you think this is just a left versus right movement, you're missing the point." I hope my next page didn't stick. This is about the moral center. This is about our humanity. When we see signs of rising fascism, we know that we cannot be silent. We knew that in choosing this year's barbecue honorees, we could not be silent. We could not ignore the constitutional crisis, and we need to find the moral center together. And I really appreciate that you all are standing out here listening to this. I really, really do. Elie Wiesel said when he accepted his Nobel Peace Prize in 1986 that we must always take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Sometimes we must interfere. So, today we are giving out the Richard Rossi Award for Creative and Responsive Leadership, named for our recently retired city manager, Richard Rossi, who happens to exhibit that creative and responsive leadership. And we're honoring individuals and organizations that lean in to equality, social justice, and opportunity for everyone. Tonight we're honoring 5 Cambridge initiatives formed after the 2016 presidential election that are standing up to the silence and have committed to continue to interfere. So, we have, I don't know if our presenters are here, but see, it's stopping. I swear. Thank you for sitting out there. Callie. That's great. Whoever has the photos there. So I'm thinking that maybe Steve Smith, who's our board co-chair, vice chair, and maybe Reverend Irene Monroe, who is my friend and neighbor and is often on my TV show, are going to come up here to the Richard Rossi Award for Creative and Responsive Leadership. But maybe they're not. So if they're not, where are they? I know that Irene doesn't like to be out in the rain. I don't know about Steve. He probably doesn't either. All right. So I will do it. I hope that our representatives are still here. All right. Cambridge area stronger together. Woo! So After the 2016 general elections, a group from the Cambridge for Hillary campaign, including some primary election supporters of Bernie Sanders, you can stand under our tent, so to speak, decided to tap the energy, commitment, and effectiveness of that campaign office to resist the Republican Trump agenda and to preserve what is valued about this city, state, and country. Over the past months, cast members have hosted phone banks, participated in various marches and rallies, staged weekly call-outs in Cambridge, and met with a variety of elected officials and representatives. CAST's most visible public event was a thank you rally for President Obama at the Profile and Courage Awards. CAST also introduced the idea of an impeachment resolution to the Cambridge City Council, which passed on April 3rd, making Cambridge the first municipality in Massachusetts to join a national impeachment campaign and inspiring other cities and towns to follow suit. CAST will continue phone banking and fundraising for candidates across the country, advocating for progressive issues and helping to build greater engagement and community in the Cambridge area. And here from CAST is...
I'm Molly.
Yay!
Hi everyone, my name is Molly Kimchi Schwartz and I'm one of the coordinating committee for Cambridge Area Stronger Together, or CAST. First, I want to thank you so much for this wonderful award. Like many of you, we were shocked on November 9th when we woke up and discovered that the thing that we had been working for so long was not to be. We've been playing this by ear just as all of you have been playing this by ear, and now it is no longer raining. That's wonderful. And so we are just so that you have seen the work that we've put in, that you value what we're doing. We want to invite you to join us. So we're starting to kick off our fall campaign of politics, of advocacy, of advocating for policies that we think are important, of showing up in the community to build a stronger community of activism and to show Cambridge that we are here for you in these troubled times. So please go to castmass.org, join our mailing list, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and come organize with us. Thank you so much, CCTV, for this amazing honor.
Thank you. It's a waterproof award. Okay, do I have Steve Smith? No. Reverend Irene Monroe? No. Okay. Nina's later. Okay. Wow, this is really sticking together now. Well, next up is Indivisible Cambridge, Casey Riley and Alana Mallon, and hopefully I'm going to be able to introduce them. This is not good. Good. Well, you might be here, but I need to say something about you. Oh, yay! They're all coming back. Oh, thank you. I think I'm good. All right. Indivisible Cambridge was founded to bring strategies of nonviolent civil resistance and protest to our representatives through direct local action. It is hoped that this hyperlocal resistance can offer models for broader national initiatives, but the primary responsibility of Indivisible Cambridge, lightning, is providing information and opportunities for local action. Numbering nearly 700 members, the Facebook group serves as, oh, it's so funny, you're funny, serves as a clearinghouse and message board for local action, while the co-founders moderate the group's discussion and approve member requests. Indivisible Cambridge's actions are largely conceived and driven by its members. The creative, dynamic, and purposeful efforts of Indivisible Cambridge's members have resulted in a range of successful progressive initiatives conducted both independently and in collaboration with regional Indivisible groups and like-minded political groups. And here we have Alana Mallon and Casey Riley.
All right, we're going to make this fast so we don't get struck by lightning, but I just want to say thank you to CCTV for this wonderful honor and for giving us this opportunity to celebrate all of the other award winners here tonight. We're humbled to be among this group of organizations. Casey and I founded Indivisible Cambridge because we were inspired by the energy of the Women's March, and we knew we had to take advantage of the desire for action to resist the Trump presidency right here in our own community. Since our beginning, we've been focused on increasing civic engagement by connecting residents not only to their elected leaders, but to other like-minded residents. We have organized actions such as bringing groups to meet with Senators Warren and Markey, particularly on issues relating to protecting the Affordable Care Act. We helped local teachers union organize an evening with parents to talk about the future of education under this administration and how parents could best partner with their school communities to protect all of our kids. In the aftermath of the Muslim ban, we organized a visit to a local mosque. People of all backgrounds were able to participate in the Friday prayer service, followed by an open dialogue and lunch. During an uncertain time, it was a showing of solidarity with Cambridge's Muslim community. Indivisible is committed to strengthening our coalition by collaborating with CAST and other community partners in resistance because we need to prioritize the safety of our immigrant communities. No one who calls Cambridge or the state of Massachusetts home should have to live in fear, which is why Indivisible will be working with our coalition to lobby the state legislature in favor of passing the Safe Communities Act. We have a strong and engaged community here in Cambridge, and Indivisible Cambridge will be using that energy to counter Trump's destructive policy and defend our values of diversity, inclusion, and equity. Thank you for this award, and we are truly grateful for the honor.
Now it's not sweat anymore, now I'm just soaking wet. So now our Vice Chair, Steve Smith, will present the next award. You can't say I don't show you the time.
Right, the next award is going to the MIT Day of Engagement, Day of Action, which was the response to widespread feelings of shock, uncertainty, and concern in the community since the election in November 2016. With over 70 sessions and activities and over 1,000 attendees, the event made a wide range of content available. Some sessions aimed to raise awareness or provide knowledge, others offered skills for organizing and activism. Participants called the event a great success, incredibly well organized, and an amazing day. The organizing team is still analyzing feedback from the Day of Action and planning possible next steps, including future grassroots civic engagement activities at MIT in the upcoming academic year. Whatever the precise next steps turn out to be, the success of MIT's Day of Action on April 18th demonstrates the energy and potential for a renewed norm of civic engagement as a fundamental part of campus life. And here to accept the award is Caesar McDowell and Roger Levy.
So we're absolutely delighted and honored to accept this award. I want to give a shout out. This is a very large scale event on April 18th of this year. I want to thank the other members of our core organizing team representing not only faculty but also students, undergraduates, graduate students, staff, postdoctoral members, all segments of the MIT community. I have all 5 schools of MIT, as well as people from around the local community in Cambridge and other neighboring cities, and also other universities in town. I want to thank the other members of the core organizing committee, and also the dozens and dozens of volunteers who helped us put on that day, the over 100 presenters who put on jointly the over 70 events, and the over 1,000 people who attended. This was an amazing event, but our work is not done. Keep up the fight, and we're going to go double down and continue on with our efforts. Thank you.
And I just want to say, just to add to what Roger said, is that we are in for a long battle. We're ready to dig in and work. We know a place like where we are has its own responsibilities around it, and we're trying to make sure we show up in the way we need to.
Well, everybody who stayed out here knows that Reverend Irene Monroe is up here. You remember, she's my neighbor, she's my friend, and she's on my show a lot.
Good evening again. As a reverend on a good day, I did pray for no rain, but like us all, our prayers are not always answered. The next award is the Indivisible Cambridge Award.
Did that.
You did?
Yeah, we're on our path forward.
Oh, we're on our path forward. Oh, okay. Well, our Path Forward Award. It's a series started as an initiative by the library to affirm its commitment to public discourse and democracy following the November election. There seems to be a hunger in the community to find ways to get involved in the democratic process. A major goal has been to reach different audiences, and to that end, various formats have been used. There's been tremendous feedback from the community. First-generation Americans and young children relay their thanks for hosting Democracy Day. Political groups in the community appreciate the offer of a space for conversation around issues that are titled We the People. All of the events in this series, which will continue this fall, are designed to broaden the horizons of community members and to inspire learning about new ideas. Accepting the award is Maria Mccauley and Janet Axelrod.
Thank you so much, CCTV. Janet and I are just thrilled, and we wanted to say a few things. Margaret Mead said it first, Hillary Clinton said it second, that it is amazing. It's amazing what people can do when they come together. Community members, community partners, the city, and librarians to make a difference by creating unique programming and services around issues that are of importance to people, such as what we've seen with immigration, our Constitution, and what's happening currently in the United States. And anything that you want to say, Janet?
Well, I do want to say something, actually. I always want to say something. You probably all know that Maria is our relatively new director of libraries, and she certainly has in this first year done a lot, including birthed this baby and also birthed many of these programs that are going to be so important to our city and to the state and to the world. So I just want to really appreciate her for her efforts and for all of the work that she's done so well already, and we look forward so much to what's coming next. Thank you all for supporting the library and for using the library. We really are happy to see you there.
Thank you. Oh, and one other thought. It's quite fitting that the Our Path Forward series was born at the People's Palace, the library, in the People's Republic of Cambridge.
Okay, now our fifth recipient is the Resistance School. The Resistance School began as a group of Harvard graduate students who were called to action by the election. The Resistance School is a free online training program that sharpens the tools of activists and organizers. It sharpens their tools of activists and organizers need to fight at the federal, state, and local levels. The goal is to keep the embers of resistance alive through concrete learning, community engagement, and forward-looking action. The first semester of sessions were taught by experts in communications, politics, organizing, and are designed for people with any level of experience. Groups and individuals in all 50 states and around the world have watched Resistance School and are using the skills they learned to structure their activism. In total, the sessions have been viewed by more than 175,000 times. All the sessions, along with the corresponding readings, worksheets, and summaries, can be found online at resistanceschool.com. The next semester of Resistance School will be announced in the next few months. And accepting the award tonight are Seth Nelson, Tess Byers, and Joe Breen.
Thank you so much to CCTV for honoring Resistance School with this award. We are so glad to be here in the company of such amazing organizations and efforts who are also being recognized here. We never could have imagined last November when a small group of us came together that we would be here accepting an award, but also having reached over 175,000 people in all 50 states and across the world through our trainings. Resistance School is really about reimagining what America is, reclaiming its future, and rebuilding through organizing and training what we all believe is fair and equal for every American.
And with that in mind, semester 2 is in the works, and we'll be announcing next for early October next month. We hope that you'll sign up at www.resistanceschool.com to watch our previous trainings, but also to be kept up to date about our launch date. And also, we need all the help we can get to ensure Resistance School can continue to generate high quality training. So you can go to our website, which is once again resistanceschool.com, and donate to us there. Thank you so much to CCTV for this award.
So we skipped over a major portion of the program, which is we're going to hear from one of our alumni from the Youth Media Program, Josue Cardosa, who is also a youth trainer here. And come on up, Josue.
Hello, everybody. My name is Josue. Thank you, Susan, for giving me this opportunity to speak about my recent experiences. I remember it as if it was yesterday, the first time I came into CCTV. It was because I was part of the then called CityLinks program for international students at Range. Through that program, I got sort of like an internship here at CCTV, and I say sort of because it became more than just an internship, not because I belittled that. I had no idea that this place could take my experience with media and change it completely. All I knew about media back then, was that I could post things in the internet, and that was about it. I often think of this one project I made during my first semester here at CCTV in 2014. It was a self-portrait. It was pretty much the first project I made by myself. I used to be a little shy, so it was sort of like a challenge, and because I would not talk about myself that often. This project made me realize like a new way of communicating with people, and I could finally tell how I felt, the things that I do in my everyday life, things that I feel passionate about, and how much I love pupusas. Later, I made other projects that made me think of media making as a new way of connecting with people in the real world. I got so deep into this idea of making connections between different kinds of identities amongst people. My college essay was about visual activism to fight for people's rights and defend them. I really don't think I would have thought of this without CCTV. While applying for college, I remember Jordi Brazel helping me out with the process and writing this amazing recommendation letter for the schools that I applied to. I've now started my sophomore year at Mass Art, and I feel really happy for that. Thank you. The staff members here have become like my family because I've learned so much from them, from what they teach me. I observe the environment and it feels like home. I must say that I've grown so much as a person because of CCTV. And this summer, I had the opportunity of becoming a staff member of the youth program, and it made me consider the possibility of becoming a teacher as one of my future endeavors. During the summer, I was able to apply for my knowledge that I acquired here in school and in life. So the experience was just very fulfilling. Since I started here at CCTV, I've been learning so much every day, and everything I learned has helped me realize how lucky I've become for being here. Thank you, CCTV.
So the bar and the desserts are inside in case you don't know, but I want to keep you out here just for a few more moments. We are going to induct a few folks into our honorary board, and doing that are Maurice Wilkie and Nina Berg, members of our board of directors. Come on up.
Hello. If Rainey, Aronson, Rath is here, could you join us on stage? Okay. If not, we will read some of her credentials. Rainey Aronson Rath is the executive producer of Frontline, PBS's flagship investigative journalism series. A leading voice on narrative journalism, documentary filmmaking, and visual storytelling, Aronson Rath pioneered a collaborative model for investigative journalism that the New York Times described as, quote, increasingly important as a way to reach new viewers and produce more in-depth reports. She has developed and managed nearly 30 in-depth cross-platform journalism partnerships with some of the nation's premier news outlets. Under Aronson Rath's leadership, Frontline has won every major award in broadcast journalism, earned new funding to expand its investigative capacity, and dramatically expanded its digital footprint. And we're honored to invite her to join our honorary board. Maurice?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for braving the elements, and we have a nice, beautiful sky. Actually, my pleasure to enter in the name Maria Mccauley. She's served as the Director of Libraries for the City of Cambridge since August 2016. She began her library career 17 years ago at the Cambridge Public Library in Circulation and Reference Services. Before returning to Cambridge, Maria served as the Director of Libraries in Santa Monica, Director of Libraries for the City of Somerville, and held several library positions at Northeastern University. Hello. Again. She is an elected American Library Association Counselor at Large. Her research has been published in College and Research Libraries, Library Management, and Portal. So congratulations, Maria Mccauley. Again, and if you want to say a few words.
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay. I'm not sure, is Gita Pradhan here? Pradhan? Okay, if not, I will continue to read on. Gita Pradhan joined the Cambridge Community Foundation 2 years ago after serving as a foundation leader overseeing strategic initiatives at the Boston Foundation. In her role as the foundation's first president, she brings a deep background in government and philanthropy, as well as expertise in community development, urban design, and nonprofit research. Gita serves on the Family Policy Council for Cambridge, is a member of the Birth to Third Grade Partnership Steering Committee, district planning committees for the Cambridge Superintendent of Schools, and the Mayor's Women Pay Equity Committee. She's not here, so please give her a round of applause even in her absence, Gita Pradhan. Back to Nina.
Our final inductee is Ethan Zuckerman. Ethan? Didn't see Ethan. Okay. Ethan Zuckerman is director of the Center for Civic Media at MIT and associate professor of the practice at the MIT Media Lab. His research focuses on the use of media as a tool for social change, the role of technology in international development, and the use of new media technology by activists. With Rebecca McKinnon, Ethan co-founded the international blogging community Global Voices. It showcases news and opinions from citizen media in more than 150 nations and 30 languages, publishing editions in 20 languages. He is active in efforts to promote freedom of expression and fight censorship in online spaces. We get a round of a hand for him. A round of applause. And we'll turn it over to Susan.
Thank you all for hanging out. I think it's kind of an interesting testament to the resilience of people who are connected to CCTV and your dedication and commitment to us as an organization. Thank you so much. And I think Zillie's going to come back if their instruments will allow them. And I think there's a lot more food to eat. And as I said, silent auction closes at 7:30. There's a bar inside, some dessert inside. So please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks.